Oh, wow. Are they gonna skip it?
Let's keep flying.
That's hilarious.
Did Jet just die? You know, it was really unclear.
Oh, someone said that in the comments, man.
Ow.
It's what Toph does.
That's how I show affection.
Aww. Alrighty, this is it. I'm sitting down right now to watch the final 4 episodes of Avatar, and as voted by you guys in the comments and on the poll from my channel page, I will be splitting these last 4 episodes up into 2 videos, so 2 episodes per video, and I'm gonna go pretty heavy on the discussions in these videos, especially in the finale next video. This has been a really long time coming for me, not just since I've started the series on the channel, but this has been well over 10 years of me actually wanting to watch this show. And now, you know, in just a few hours, I'll have actually finished it. It's been a really awesome experience so far. Shout outs to all of you guys that have watched, liked, commented, supported on Patreon. All of you have made this experience that much better for me. And the best is yet to come. So I'm going to quickly fire off some predictions and things I would like to happen. And then I'm just going to get straight into it. And like I said, I'll be going really heavy on the discussions. So first and foremost, the Aang and Ozai confrontation. When is that going to happen? How is it going to happen? What role is the comet going to play? How epic is the fight going to be? And what is Aang going to do? Because this whole violence isn't the answer thing has been lingering over the show this last few episodes. I imagine the Avatar state is going to make a reappearance as well. I'm really excited to see how that happens. And I'm expecting spirit world stuff as well. That's something I've been thinking about for a while. And I could actually see Ozai's demise being similar to Zhao's in a way, where maybe Zuko was kind of beating Zhao, but it was the ocean spirit that took him away. I could see Aang maybe being the one to beat / stop Ozai, but some sort of spirit thing might happen. I think that's a real possibility. I think that would be really cool, but I'd be shocked if the spirits or the spirit world wasn't involved in all of this. And I remember that Iroh has something to do with the spirit world as well. I believe he's been there. He could see Aang on Roku's dragon that one time as well. And speaking of Iroh, I can't wait for his and Zuko's reunion. I think that's going to be really special. And I think Iroh is going to be a bit of a different beast when he does make his re-entrance. You know, he's all buff now. I want to see him breathing fire again. Like, that was one of my favorite moments. I'm also expecting a Zuko and Azula confrontation. I think Zuko might actually beat Azula. I think that's what we've been building towards with our new perspective on firebending, and with Zuko and Azula's last few exchanges being pretty even. Sokka and Katara, look, as long as they get some epic moments, I'm going to be happy. I would love to see them, you know, maybe fighting with Hakoda or having some other relevant family interaction, because we've only seen so much of them together as a family, you know, and as we get into the finale here, I think it would be really fitting that they had a big family moment. Toph, look man, I love Toph. She's one of my favorite characters. She's going to have some epic earth bending and metal bending moments. I'm really excited to see all of that. And I have a feeling Boomy's going to make an appearance. I would love to see Toph and Boomy earth bending together. Easily the 2 best earthbenders on the planet. And I'm really interested in Azula's endgame as well. Like, what's going to happen with her after all of this? What I'm predicting and what I think will happen is Zuko will become the next Fire Lord. Whether or not we actually get to see that, I'm not sure. But I feel like he'll want to bring in that era of peace that he was talking about when he confronted Ozai during the Day of Black Sun. I'm sure there are going to be a lot of callbacks in these episodes to things that have happened up to this point, and hopefully I can catch on to a lot of them. I reckon we'll see a lot of old characters as well, just like during the Day of Black Sun. And then I really hope we get to see a little bit of the aftermath. Like, what happens after all of this? Where do our characters end up? Who ends up with who? Like, do Aang and Katara actually get together? That's what we're led to believe throughout the whole show. And then they kind of throw that little twist in their last episode. And then what happens with all the other characters after this? That's stuff I really like seeing at the end of really good shows like this. But that's it. It'll be Firebook episodes 18 and 19 in this episode, followed by a discussion. And then next episode will be episodes 20 and 21, followed by an even bigger discussion. So like and subscribe. Check out the Patreon for early access. I imagine I might have Legend of Korra up soon on Patreon as well, so look out for that if you're interested. And with all that being said, enjoy the video. Sozin's Comet Part 1, The Phoenix King. What is that? Okay.
More ferocious. Imagine striking through your opponent's heart.
Oh, this is not how Aang is.
Now let me hear you roar like a tiger dillo. I said roar.
Did he just breathe fire though? Oh yeah, hold on now. That was pretty sick.
Sitting around the house has made us pretty lazy. But I know just the thing to change that. Beach party!
Is it Beach Part 2? Oh yeah.
working on my sand bending.
Uh-huh. Oh, what? Just like that.
Ta-da!
Is that a blubbering blob?
Don't say.
No, it's Suki.
Good thing Toph's blind.
Suki, we'll all understand if you break up with him over this. I think it's sweet. But
I love these two, man. Hey, yo, Zuko. He's still trying to train Aang. Bro, it's so cool seeing Zuko. He's just here. He's here.
Teaching you a lesson.
He's just with the homies, man. But I'm glad he's still, you know, a little bit of his angry self, you know? He's still got that same personality.
what happened?
Zuko's gone crazy. I made a sand sculpture of Suki and he destroyed it. Oh, and he's attacking me.
Also, this is hilarious because Zuko's been chasing Aang like the whole show. But I think he wants Aang to do something a little bit crazy here. Two different styles. Aang slides in gracefully and Zuko's just blowing shit up. Oh my gosh. You got a bend, Aang? Let's go. Oh my god.
How can you sit around having beach parties when Sozin's Comet is only 3 days away?
3 days, man.
I was actually gonna wait to fight the Fire Lord until after it came.
After?
Okay.
Not ready.
Yeah,
I need
okay.
more time to master firebending.
If Aang tries to fight the Fire Lord right now, he's gonna lose.
I
The whole
mean,
point of fighting the Fire Lord before the comet was to stop the Fire Nation from winning the war.
yeah,
They
yeah.
pretty much won the war when they took Ba Sing Se.
I never thought about it like this.
You're wrong. It's about to get worse than you can even imagine.
I think they might need Zuko's perspective on things here.
My father asked me to attend an important
Oh, this
war
is good, this is good. Did they talk about more than just the Day of Black Sun? This is a pretty epic image though, the three of them.
Prince Zuko, you've been among the Earth Kingdom commoners. Do you think that adding more troops will stop these rebellions?
The people of the Earth Kingdom are proud and strong. They can endure anything as long as they have hope.
He wouldn't have said that a while ago.
We need to destroy their hope.
What's their hope?
I think you should take their precious hope and the rest of their land and burn it all to the ground.
When the comet last came, my grandfather, Fire Lord Sozin, used it to wipe out the air nomad.
We're gonna wipe out the Earth Kingdom.
Power to end the
I shouldn't say we, I'm sorry. I'm not on this side.
From our airships, we will rain fire over their lands. Fire
This is gonna be
destroy
nuts.
Everything. A new world will be born. A world in which all the lands are Fire Nation, and I am the supreme ruler of everything.
He's giving Zhao right now. We know what happened to Zhao. So why is Zuko only telling us this now?
What am I gonna do?
I know you're scared. And I know you're not ready to save the world. But if you don't defeat the Fire Lord before the comet comes, there won't be a world to save anymore.
And now it's just more pressure again.
Why didn't you tell me about your dad's crazy plan sooner?
I didn't think I had to. I assumed you were still gonna fight him before
Yeah,
the comet.
it makes
No
sense.
one told me you decided to wait.
This is bad. This is really, really bad.
Oh,
You don't have to do this alone.
yeah, we got all the homies.
If we all fight the Fire Lord together, we got a shot at taking him down.
Air, water, earth, fire, fan and sword.
Yes! I'm about it.
I wouldn't want to do it any other way.
Let's go. Zuko.
Get over here, Zuko.
Yeah.
Being part of the group also means being part of group hugs.
Yes, it does. Go on. Let's go, Appa and Momo. This pleases me greatly.
How to redirect lightning.
I didn't even think about this.
You turn your opponent's energy against them.
That's like waterbending.
Exactly. My own
Right,
dad
yeah,
did this thing.
that's right. I remember this.
So, have you ever redirected lightning before?
Once.
And it was epic.
What did it feel like?
Exhilarating.
Probably a top 1 moment.
You'll have to take the Fire Lord's life.
This is a good shot.
He takes yours.
I don't think that's what's gonna happen. I feel like it'll be more than just our squad though, right? We'll see. We got all the homies in prison. May and Ty Lee, maybe. We'll see, we'll see. Look at Suki and Sokka. We're getting a sneak peek. Katara and Zuko.
Now, eh?
What are you waiting for? Take him out.
I can't.
It's not who he is.
What's wrong with you? If this was the real deal, you'd be shot full of lightning right now.
But it just didn't feel right. I didn't feel like myself.
Now that's big time.
There. That's how it's done.
Oh, Momo. I really have no idea what he's gonna do or what he could do. I keep thinking about Ty Lee though, funnily enough. How she takes bending away.
Look at baby Zuko.
You're lying.
Cute.
That's not me. It's my father.
That's tough.
But he looks so sweet and innocent.
Well, that sweet little kid grew up to be a monster. And the worst father in the history of fathers.
Talk to him.
Still a human being.
This is a good conversation then.
Fire Lord Ozai is a horrible person, and the world would probably be better off without him. But there's gotta be another way.
Put him in the spirit world, man.
Maybe we can make some big pots of glue, and then I can use glue bending to stick his arms and legs together so he can't bend anymore.
That would be hilarious.
Then you can show him his baby pictures and all those happy memories will make him good again.
Do you really think that would work?
No!
This goes against everything I learned from the monks. I can't just go around wiping out people I don't like.
Sure you can. You're the Avatar.
This isn't a joke, Sokka!
Yeah, this is big time.
We do understand. It's just what, Katara? What? We're trying to help. Then when you figure out a way for me to beat the Fire Lord without taking his life, I'd love to hear it.
Let him go. He needs time to sort it out by himself.
That's big time. I have a lot to talk about, about this. And I'll save it for the end, of course. I'm glad Aang is actually thinking about it and not just acting like he's done in the past. Interesting. Something's going on. Very curious as to what's actually going on here. I don't know if this is real or not. I don't think he's dreaming, but he's clearly being drawn into whatever this is.
He left his staff. That's so strange.
Where's
He's
Momo?
not in the house. Let's check the beach.
He went for a midnight swim and never came back? Maybe he was captured.
I don't think so. There's no sign of a struggle.
Detective Sokka.
Aang mysteriously disappears before an important battle? He's definitely on a spirit world journey.
Uh-huh.
Let's split up and look for him.
I'm going with Zuko. What?
Where did this come
I
from?
went on a life-changing field trip with Zuko. Now it's my turn.
Good, good. That pleases me greatly.
Avatar's date! Yep.
I should have known, man. What are those drawings?
My parents gave me everything I ever asked for, but they never gave me the one thing that I really wanted. Their love. You know what I mean?
Yep, he does.
I know you had a rough childhood, but we should really focus on finding Aang.
This is the worst field trip ever.
Oh, poor Toph. Trying to spill a whole life story to Zuko.
It's like he just disappeared.
Hey, wait a minute. Has anyone noticed that Momo's
Yeah,
missing too?
yep. Where's the goat?
I knew it was only a matter of time. Appa ate Momo. I'm coming for you, buddy.
Sokka,
I really can't tell if he's serious or not.
probably with Aang.
That's just what Appa wants you to.
Get out of the bison's mouth, Sokka.
Get out of the bison's mouth. That's rough, buddy.
What should we do, Zuko?
Ew!
I don't know.
Damn, they're all looking to
Why are
Zuko.
you all looking
Yeah,
at me?
yeah, yeah.
Well, you are kind of the expert on tracking Aang.
I love this.
If anyone's got experience hunting the Avatar, it's you.
Zuko, I don't want to tell you how to do your job, but why are we heading towards the Earth Kingdom? There's no way Aang's
Just trust me.
Ozai, and I'm imagining Azula, looking very grumpy.
Come on, slowpokes, faster!
Yeah. She's been shaky a bit lately.
Is everything ready for our departure?
There has been a change of plans, Azula. I've decided to lead the fleet of airships to Ba Sing Se alone. You will remain here in the Fire Nation.
I thought we were going to do this together.
My decision is final.
Interesting.
You can't treat me like this.
She's
You
not
can't treat me like Zuko.
been having a good. Ooh.
Azula, silence yourself.
I deserve to be by your side.
Azula! I need you here.
That's the
to watch
Phoenix
over
symbol.
Homeland. It's It's a very important job that I can only entrust to you.
Really?
Yeah, this is what she wants to hear.
I've decided to declare you the new Fire Lord.
Holy shit.
Fire Lord Azula?
Yeah, this is exactly what she wants to hear.
Just as the world will be reborn in fire.
He's not just gonna be the Fire Lord. It's the whole world.
Ruler of the world. I will be known as
The Phoenix King. I should have put that together. Can't lie, man. That's a pretty epic title. But Zhao was all about the titles as well, man. And he got cooked. He's celebrating too early, man. I've seen it all before. He's pretty epic, though. I'm glad we're really getting some Ozai representation here. It's been the whole show. I've been waiting for it. He really, really feels like an epic villain now.
And the reason you've brought us to a seedy Earth Kingdom tavern is what now?
June.
I wondered if we'd ever see her again. Oh, of course, that's how they can track Aang.
The Shearshu. It's the only animal that can track Aang's scent anywhere in the world.
Dude, she's a demon. Okay, where are we? Hello? Momo? Okay, it is a forest of... I couldn't tell if it was like a smoke cloud or something. Is it moving? Okay, that's the episode. Okay. I like the little build-up they're doing. I like the context that they've supplied. It just made so much sense to me that everything would happen, you know, around the comet, that I didn't even consider the fact that we might wait till after the comet, because it just didn't make any sense. Like, just like Zuko said, even if Aang doesn't fight Ozai now, the amount of damage they can do with the comet and the amount of damage that they are probably attempting to do to the Earth Kingdom with the comet is going to be a lot. But the emphasis here is that Aang is not ready. And I think this experience that he's about to have, whatever's going on here, this is going to help him become ready, or give him the tools so when the moment comes, he'll be ready. But like Sokka said, it's giving spirit stuff, you know, so I'm really excited about all this. All right, the old masters. Old masters of what?
I see you work things out with your girlfriend.
I'm not my girlfriend.
Oh, the fan base must love this stuff. Hey, yo. Damn, they squashed that beef so quickly. He might not be able to find him. There's something about where Aang is right now. It's either moving or it's like a mirage or something. I don't know.
No, I mean, he's gone.
Maybe his whole body is in the spirit world or something. I couldn't tell if this was like a massive smoke thing the first time we saw it. But yeah, big forest situation.
There's only one other person in this world who
Iroh.
can help us face the Fire Lord. I'll be right back with a smell sample.
You saved your uncle.
Please give me Iroh. Where's that buff man at? Ooh. He went back?
We're going to Ba Sing Se?
Please tell me he's just making tea.
This is so strange. I wish I had some help right now. I wish I had Roku. I do have Roku.
Okay. That's clean that he can just do this. Here we go.
Right, Aang.
Jong. Wait, what is this squad? Boomy Paku? Oh my god, the chills I just got. That came out of nowhere.
Everyone expects me to take the Fire Lord's life, but I just don't know if I can do that.
Dude, is Iroh like forming a resistance? Sorry, I'll pay attention to this.
I offer you this wisdom, Aang. You must be decisive.
Okay, that's not gonna help him right now, but I imagine it will.
We're surrounded by old people.
Not just any old people.
The
These
goats.
are great masters and friends of ours. Paku.
But how about a hug for your new grandfather?
They got married!
You and Gran must be so happy.
Oh, that's great.
And this was Aang's first firebending teacher.
Jong.
Master Piandao.
Hello, Sokka.
Oh, the sword guy. I didn't recognize him, I'm not gonna lie.
All old people know each other. Don't you know that?
Dude, look at this squad of veterans.
Same ancient secret society, a group that transcends the divisions of the four nations.
Oh,
The Order of the
yes,
White Lotus.
yes. Oh, of course, and Iroh.
It came from a Grand Lotus, your uncle, Iroh of the Fire Nation.
Iroh is just the best.
Then we'll take you to him.
Please take me to him.
Someone's missing from your group. Someone very important. Where's Momo?
Yes, sir, Boomy.
Avatar Kyoshi, I need your wisdom.
Please, please, bring her back. Oh, this is dope. Are we gonna see more?
But you didn't really kill Shin. Technically, he fell to his own doom because he was too stubborn to get out of the way.
Personally, I don't really see the difference. I would have done whatever it took to stop Chin. I offer you this wisdom, Aang. Only justice will bring peace.
I'm starting to think, like, is there a way around this for Aang? But I'm sure there must be.
There I was, back in Omashu, waiting for just the right moment. But I knew I'd know it when I knew it.
Oh, of course. That's clean. Look how stupid they look. Dude, this is gonna be epic. The 2 episodes after this, man. Wait, what is he doing? I really just realized what he's doing. He just bended the entirety of Omashu. Or maybe it was stuff that they'd made. That's hilarious. Good callback.
So what about you guys? Did you do anything interesting on the day of the eclipse? Nah, no, not really.
Perfect, perfect.
I need to look deep inside myself.
Show me more avatars. Who?
I am Avatar Kuruk.
Waterbender?
I lost the woman I loved to Ko, the face stealer.
He's back.
It was my fault. If I had been more attentive and more active, I could have saved her. You must actively shape your own destiny.
It's all about he needs to figure it out himself, man. He might be getting little pieces here and there, but this is gonna be tough.
Here we are. Welcome to Old People Camp.
Iroh!
Where is he?
Your uncle's in there, Prince Zuko.
Please, please, don't make me wait any longer. If the first thing out of your mouth, Zuko, isn't I'm sorry.
My uncle hates me, I know it. He loved me and supported me in every way he could. And I still turned against him.
He's gonna see you here with these guys. He's gonna know.
You're sorry for what you did, right?
More sorry than I've been about anything in my entire life.
Then he'll forgive you. He will.
Forgiveness. Big between these two. The White Lotus, I see it.
Uncle.
That boy snoozing. Is he fake sleeping?
All these past avatars, they keep telling me I'm gonna have to do it. You're right. Maybe an air nomad avatar will understand where I'm coming from.
This could be cool.
I am Avatar Yang Chen, young Airbender.
The monks always taught me that all life is sacred, even the life of the tiniest spiderfly caught in its own web. I know, I'm even a vegetarian. I've always tried to solve my problems by being quick or clever, and I've only had to use violence for necessary defense.
All true.
I know that you're a gentle spirit, and the monks have taught you well. But this isn't about you. This is about the world.
Oh man, it's pretty heavy.
Many great and wise air nomads have detached themselves and achieved spiritual enlightenment. But the Avatar can never do it. Because your sole duty is to the world.
True, true, true.
Selfless duty calls you to sacrifice your own spiritual needs and do whatever it takes to protect the world.
Okay, they're really pushing the point now. That's gotta really hurt for Aang.
I guess I don't have a choice, Momo. I have to kill the Fire Lord.
That's the heaviest statement from Aang. But I don't know, man. I really don't know. Now, he was actually sleeping. This is about to be so good. Oh, I don't know.
Uncle, I know you must have mixed feelings about seeing me, but I want you to know, I am so
I think I might cry.
I am so sorry and ashamed of what I did. I don't know how I can ever make it up to you, but
Oh!
How can you forgive me so easily? I thought you'd be furious with me.
I was never angry with you. I was sad because I was afraid you lost your way.
He came back, man. Oh, I'm struggling, I'm not gonna lie. It's so good, though.
And you did it by yourself. And And I'm so happy you found your way here.
I feel like I'm there with them right now, man. What a great moment.
Pretty strong scent.
Oh, mate, that was very much needed. Oh, I'm so satisfied with that. Wait, what is going on?
Is it just me?
It is
Or are
moving.
those fountains getting bigger?
But like where?
They're not getting larger. They're getting closer.
So is this I have no idea, man. I was like, is this an animal or something? If we see like a massive eye. Okay. Yep, that'll do it. What is this thing?
It's amazing, Momo. The biggest animal in the world. I've got to swim around and find its face.
Bro, this is epic though. Like I love stuff like this. But why can they not sense him when he's on this thing?
You can possibly defeat the Father Lord.
You mean
Father Lord?
That's what I just said.
That's hilarious.
Even if I did defeat Ozai, and I don't know that I could, it would be the wrong way to end the war.
Yep.
The only way for this war to end peacefully is for the Avatar to defeat the Fire Lord.
Notice how he says defeat and not kill.
Then would you come and take your rightful place on the throne?
No. Someone new must take the throne. An idealist with a pure heart and unquestionable...
Oh, that gives me chills, man. Those specific words.
Prince Zuko.
Unquestionable honor?
Uh-huh.
But I've made so many mistakes.
But you've learnt, man.
You restored your own honor. And only you can restore the honor of
It's
the
perfect.
Fire
It's perfect.
Nation.
It's perfect.
I'll try, Uncle.
It's exactly what needs to happen.
Sozan's comet is arriving, and our destinies are upon us. Aang will face the Fire Lord.
It will happen.
I had a vision that I would one day take Ba Sing Se. Only now do I see
Oh.
that my destiny
Oh.
is to take it back.
Oh, that's fantastic as well.
Zuko, you must return to the Fire Nation so that when the Fire Lord falls, you can assume the throne.
Oh, and that's where Azula...
will be there.
Good,
waiting for you.
good.
I can handle Azula.
Yes, sir.
You'll need help.
You're right. Katara, how would you like to help me put Azula in?
Yes, yes. Oh, perfect. This is exactly what I want. I love that Iroh is like the guy right now. What is that?
Than a giant eel.
Eel hound? That's awesome.
Thank you, Master.
Good, good. Oh, too many emotions in this episode.
What are you going to do?
After I reconquer Ba Sing Se,
Tea shop.
I'm going to reconquer my tea shop.
Just ticking all the boxes.
Goodbye, General Iroh.
Goodbye, everyone.
Oh, this is I'm feeling it.
Destiny is our friend. I know it.
I'm so glad Iroh is here with everyone, making things happen. Now a little bit of Aang. See what's doing with this island animal thing. Oh, that's an eye if I've ever seen one. Yo? Oh, nah. It's a gorilla.
A lion turtle.
I was so wrong, it's not even funny.
Maybe
It looks epic though.
even my own past lives.
It's a gorilla.
Or expecting me to end someone's life.
The true mind can weather all the lies and illusions without being lost.
Uh-huh.
Since beginningless time, darkness thrives in the void, but always yields to purifying light.
Ooh. I was thinking like Avatar state stuff, I don't know.
Wait for him.
Him?
He will come.
Who is him? Iroh is him, but maybe not the him they're talking about.
It's time for this world to end.
Maybe Ozai, yeah.
And for a new world to be born from the
Oh, look at this guy. Oh, here it is. Oh, okay, this is kind of epic. It's time, it's time. Oh, good transition. I love that Momo's here, man. Oh. Okay. Okay, 2 episodes to go. All right, I'm going to sit down for a few minutes here, go into my thoughts over those last 2 episodes, and then, man, it's all about to happen, man. It's all about to happen. So that last episode, chapter 19 of the Fire Book, that was absolutely perfect to me. Everything that happened during that episode, it is exactly how I wanted it to happen, right? The old masters being Boomy, Paku, Jong, and I'm going to have to grab his name, the Swordmaster guy, because I keep forgetting it. Master Piandao. That was absolutely fantastic. That caught me so off guard. Jong was the first guy I recognized, and then as soon as Boomy was on the screen, I was like, oh, thank God. Like, I wanted this so badly. And it all comes back to Iroh. The Order of the White Lotus, the Pai Sho tile that they got from Piandao a few episodes ago, you know, they planted that seed there. Now, the tile didn't necessarily mean anything for our characters, but the seed was planted there for us as viewers to potentially make this connection. But Iroh's got all his old homies here, and they're just chilling. Iroh knows what needs to be done. He said he had that vision of him taking Ba Sing Se, but no, it wasn't when he was, you know, a general of the Fire Nation trying to break the walls down. It's him taking it back from the Fire Nation. That's just incredible. Iroh and Ba Sing Se have been connected throughout the whole show, and this just completely full circle this. I absolutely love it. And don't even get me started on Zuko and Iroh. That got to me. Like, oh, it was perfect, man. All that Zuko is known is, you know, like the hatred, like the way his father feels about him, the way he used to feel about the Avatar. He just expected Iroh to hate him after betraying him. And the reason Iroh turned his back on Zuko in the prison when Zuko would go to see him was because he's trying to push Zuko to do this by himself, which is what Iroh says when they finally reunite. It was perfect, man. Iroh, he was never angry. Like, he was sad that he could have potentially lost Zuko, but he knew it needed to happen this way. It was perfect, man. Like, I'm so fulfilled from that. I don't know if we're gonna get some Iroh versus Ozai based on what Iroh was saying. I didn't expect Iroh to beat Ozai. I would have loved to see them maybe fight or something. Maybe it might be a little bit more diplomatic. They might have a discussion because they're brothers, obviously, and we haven't really seen them have an interaction in the show. I think that would be really cool. But it looks like I'm going to get a lot of what I want in terms of Toph and Boomy maybe doing some earthbending together. Paku is here as well. He was someone I mentioned I wanted to see pop up in the Day of Black Sun maybe. And I love that Piandao kind of fills in, you know, the airbender spot here because obviously Aang's the only airbender. And shouts to Paku for marrying Gran, man. I didn't know if that was going to happen or not, but Paku has changed a lot. Don't get it twisted. That's awesome. I'm going to save all this Aang stuff to the end, and I'm just going to go through and make sure I talk about everything I want to before that, because that's obviously the most juicy stuff as we get into the final 2 episodes after this. I don't think I need to spend too much time talking about chapter 18. It gave a lot of context, and there were some really good moments in there. I love that Zuko is like chasing Aang around, but it makes a lot of sense given the circumstances, right? Zuko assumes that they're going to attack before the comet, but Zuko is the only one there who knows what Ozai's plans are, and I'm really glad we got to see what being in that meeting was like. I was very curious, and it wasn't just to do with the Day of Black Sun, it was to do with what happens when the comet arrives as well. And I think Ozai is going about this the right way. I think if I'm Ozai, once the comet is here, I don't think I'd be expecting anyone to attack. Ozai does seem very, very confident, maybe too overconfident. He did say no bender could stop him. And I said it during the episode, but I love the way they're building up Ozai in these last few episodes. He's been the big overarching villain for the whole show, and I've mentioned a few times before, obviously in season 1 Zuko is the main villain, right? He's the one that's involved. Then in season 2 Azula gets introduced as Zuko kind of starts to have his turnaround, but Ozai's always there, but we don't really get a whole lot of him. He's sprinkled in there throughout the backstories. Obviously we have him in a certain light because of what he's done to Zuko, but it's not really until the Day of Black Sun that you really start to get a feel about Ozai's character, like his presence, like in the present of the show. And the only time we've seen him do any sort of bending, it was against Zuko, that lightning bending, and he got put down for it. But there's going to be some really epic fire bending in these next 2 episodes. Like with the comet here, it's going to be awesome. Like I think Ozai is really going to be a bit of a demon for a while. I'm here for that. I want to experience that because I imagine that's going to make the rewatch of the show so interesting, actually seeing Ozai like in his prime. And shouts to Boomy for taking back the entirety of Omashu by himself. What was he talking about? It was a Jing, the neutral Jing. Aang or something. I hope I've got that right. You know, whatever he was talking about when he was talking to Aang about it. But he said he was just going to do nothing. He was just going to wait, and he knew when the time was right, and that was the eclipse. And shouts to all the little bouts of humor they still place in these episodes, even when it's getting really serious. Like Sokka did some hilarious things in chapter 18. Boomy as well, and Momo just continues to be the GOAT. Momo he might be a top 1 character. You know, you think I'm joking, see my character tier list when I'm done with the show. Momo's gonna be up there, he's gonna have his own tier. But I think with all that, I'm gonna talk about this Aang stuff now, because that plays through the entirety of chapter 18 into chapter 19 as well. And we're really playing off that idea of, you know, violence is never the answer. This has been a value of Aang's throughout the whole show, and of course what the air nomads have taught him as well. Now I can't remember which avatar it was. It was the other air nomad avatar, right? Let me grab her name. Avatar Yang Chen. Now she said that some monks have been able to reach spiritual enlightenment, but avatars cannot. So that is the part of himself that Aang must let go, I believe, in this instance. He is very heavily attached to being a monk, right? And everything that means, everything that's been taught to him, the way that he's, you know, such a vegetarian, and he respects all forms of life, and ultimately doesn't want to take a life. In chapter 18, they're talking about, you know, how evil Ozai is and how bad of a guy he is, but Aang says he's still a human, because as we continue to see through the eyes of Aang, you know, we can see why he thinks that way. But at the same time, as all the past avatars seem to be pushing him towards, as all of his friends are kind of insinuating towards Aang, and Aang even says this himself, the world would be better off without Ozai. And Iroh's laid everything out. Zuko's gonna beat Azula, become the new Fire Lord after all of this, which is gonna be epic. Don't even get me started on what Iroh was saying about, you know, unshakable honor and all of that. That's just perfect. And then Iroh's gonna have his tea shop. It's gonna be the greatest thing ever, and the world's just gonna enter that era of peace. But what does that mean for Aang? Let's say Aang does kill Ozai. How is he gonna feel about this for the rest of his life? He might never get over it. I still don't think he will. I think a lot of what some of the avatars were saying is that Aang is going to find out in that moment, or maybe the closer he gets to actually coming face to face with Ozai, the closer he will get to realizing what he has to do. But of course we have to talk about the lion turtle that is not a gorilla. But let me pull up that first image, because you cannot blame me for saying gorilla. I'm sorry. This image here, you can't tell me that doesn't look like a gorilla. Even the way like its hand is up like this, but it was just so perfectly timed the way I said, it's a gorilla. And then Aang says, no, it's a lion turtle, you idiot. Those were his exact words. I saw them. But this whole situation is incredibly interesting. I'm still not entirely sure. Perhaps this lion turtle has a very strong connection to the spirit world, and maybe that's why they couldn't sense Aang's presence. Also, shout out to June being involved. June's pet, Nyla, I think she called it. It couldn't sense Aang. Like, clearly he didn't go to the spirit world. I just think him being on the lion turtle kind of masked his presence from the world. Maybe it gave him a stronger connection to the spirit world or something, so he could, you know, commune with the past avatars. But they're all telling him, you know, you have to be decisive. Like Roku's like, you have to act quickly. Like Roku could have prevented the whole war from happening. Even Kyoshi saying, look, she wouldn't have hesitated to kill the guy if he didn't, you know, fall off the cliff and die himself. But that made me think of like, she stopped him and then he ended up dying to, you know, the cliff giving away. And I was like, what if Aang stops Ozai and then some spirit thing happens, you know? I wonder if Aang would feel differently about that situation, you know? But like, how much death has there really been in this show? Zhao, I don't know. Did he get taken to the spirit world? Also, with the water avatar that popped up, he said his partner got taken. His name was Ko, right? The face-stealing spirit. I had a little theory way back when that Zhao might have got taken to the spirit world by the ocean spirit to, you know, face after his crimes for killing the moon spirit. And I could see him like meeting Ko, having his face stolen. Maybe the same thing happens to Ozai. Wouldn't that be insane? And then after all that, you know, the lion turtle did something to him. Let me kind of just watch that again. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't really understand what he's saying. It's a lot of words that are placed next to each other, and they are all English words, but there is some deep meaning in here that I'm not getting. I'm not gonna lie. The true mind can weather all the lies and delusions without being lost. The true heart can tough the poison of hatred. Well, I was thinking that means Aang can deal with killing Ozai potentially. And then he touches him in this crazy green light, and then he says, wait for him. You talking about Ozai? Like the lion turtle has taken Aang to where he needs to be potentially. Like clearly this has happened for a reason. And I don't exactly know where he has taken Aang. Well, and then it takes us to this really epic shots of Ozai. Man, Ozai, the Phoenix King. What a title that would be. I said it a lot during the episodes, but he's really talking like Zhao was. And someone in the comments said that Zhao wanted to be remembered, but then they completely skipped over him in the play in the previous episodes. That was hilarious. And he named Azula Fire Lord. Like, that's crazy. Obviously, he wants to be ruler of the whole world. And that's exactly what Azula wants. Like, oh, she's gonna love being the Fire Lord. But Zuko's coming. I'm really excited for it. Like, Zuko and Katara, like, that's perfect. I really wanted to see Katara versus Azula again, because Katara kind of almost beat Azula at the end of season 2 in that finale. That was sick. And then Zuko and Azula, it's gonna be fantastic. Like, that's something I'm really excited about. So I think they are going to be where they need to be. And those shots at the end, man, with the comet coming in, like, it was a treat, man. Like, I really feel like we're here now, you know? Aang's out there, Ozai's out there, the comet is here. Like, this is just everything that Avatar has been building towards, man, and I'm really excited to experience the end of it. I feel pretty good about that. At the start of next episode, I'll quickly just go over a couple more things that I'm expecting / would like to happen, and then we'll have another massive discussion at the end of the finale when it's all said and done. So thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more, and as always, please continue to leave your comments and feedback down below, and we'll see you on the next episode for the finale of Avatar.